What's going on, guys? I'm Jahova, and as you can see here in front of us, we have quite a bit of stuff that I think needs to go in that. And yeah, basically, you know, I've been getting a lot more into the PC gaming side of things, but my setup was a little lacking, and the guys at Corsair were nice enough, and they said, hey, we can make you a really awesome system. So this is Jeff, and he's gonna help out with that.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. Hey guys, how's it going? So we've got a lot of great hardware here. This stuff is going to be put into a system that's going to play any game that Jahova wants to play for quite a while to come. Have you ever built a system before, Jahova?
Not at all.
All right, well, this is a good time to start then. All right, so before we get started, give you guys a quick idea of what kind of hardware we're using here. We've got a bunch of purple LED fans, which are going to look awesome in this black case. Set these down over here. We've got Z97 Deluxe motherboard from ASUS, an SSD 480 gig that I just dropped over there. Set that aside for now. I'll hang on to this. That's the most fragile part, along with the CPU. Basically, you know, if you're building a system, get the CPU in the board, and the rest is like Legos. So
yeah, sure.
Really easy.
I can do Legos. I can.
Perfect. You'll be a pro in no time. So we've got our H100i GTX liquid CPU cooler. I'll let you see if you can get that open.
Sweet.
Which we'll install after the motherboard and CPU, obviously. And then we also have an RM 1000 watt power supply, which is going to be able to provide plenty of power for the dual 980 Ti graphics cards from Nvidia that we have right here.
I didn't bring my knife, man.
Oh yeah. Screwdriver should
there we go.
Should get the job done. There we go.
Got it.
And then actually, we're not even going to be using the default cables with the RM 1000. We've got these nice individually sleeved gunmetal gray cables that we're going to be using, which is going to really look nice in this system. So let's get some of this stuff out of here and get started. All right, so first things first, we want to get the CPU in the motherboard. That's the most nerve-wracking part of the whole build, so let's get that out of the way.
All right.
I'll let you see if you can get that CPU out of there in one piece.
Without destroying it.
Yeah, and see if I can get this motherboard out of here. So we got the CPU here. In case you guys have never installed a CPU like Jahova here, one important thing is that on one of the corners, there will be an arrow, which kind of tells you the orientation that you want to install it. So on this case, it's right here. And on the actual socket, take this off, the socket cover, you can see that there's an arrow right here on the bottom left-hand side towards us. So you just line those up and just drops right in. There we go. All right, so we got the CPU installed. It's time to get the board and the CPU installed in the case. So Jahova, if you want, just flip that down on its side.
Without breaking things.
Yep.
Again.
Well, this is going to be yours, so
right,
you know,
yeah.
Keep that
Break
in mind.
what I want.
Yeah, it's all up to you.
All right.
So never forget your rear I/O shield, because as anybody who's built PCs before has done, you've installed your motherboard before you've installed this, and then you got to uninstall everything to get this in. So you just pop this in the back. So you just want to line up the rear panel here with the rear I/O shield. And it should just kind of fall into place like so. All right, one more screw. And we're all set. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take out the hard drive cage here, since we're not gonna really need it. Don't have a ton of hard drives. And it's gonna give us more space to install the power supply and run all the cables for that, so it'll be much easier. The next thing I usually like to do is get the power supply installed, then we can route all the cables. So
all right.
if you wanna flip that up, I'll come around and we can, perfect.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, so we've got our kind of main components in there. We've got some power supply cables we can plug in, as well as the front I/O panel cables, which are usually kind of a pain. So we'll run them behind the motherboard tray, get everything plugged in. It should look really clean.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right, so we've got everything plugged in from the power supply that we're gonna need. We're running it behind the board, pops out and looks nice and clean here. And then you can see all of our front I/O panel connections are made. So that's usually a big pain point for a lot of system builds.
I have no idea what any of that means.
The good thing is, it should all work.
Sweet.
All right, so the next thing to do is to install the CPU cooler. We've got our H100i GTX, and we're gonna use some custom fans. Instead of the default fans, it's gonna look a lot nicer and give us a little bit better performance as well.
Purple.
Definitely, purple performance. All right, so it's usually easier to install the fans on the bottom of the radiator before installing the radiator.
There it is.
Okay, so we've got the fans on the radiator. Time to get this radiator installed on the top here. So if you want to I'll try to line this up and see if you can screw it in.
For sure.
All right, so now we got the radiator installed. Time to get the pump unit hooked on there. And you can see that on our coolers, you already have the thermal paste on there, so you don't have to apply it yourself. Makes it really easy. You don't have to judge how much to put on there.
Good.
Cool.
All right.
Locked and loaded. All right. All right. Pretty much everything else is pretty straightforward and easy. We'll get the SSD installed. You just slide that into the back here somewhere, and see if I can get the cable set up for you. All right.
Perfect.
Easy. All right, so next we'll do the memory. We got 32 gigs here. You want to open that up.
All right.
And get these installed. Clip is actually at the top, so start it in the bottom and then just kind of push it in and then clip it into the top.
Right next to it.
Yeah. There you go, just line it up. Perfect.
Just like that?
Yep, and then just click it in.
There you go. I was too scared. I was
Oh yeah, some of the stuff you got to be a little forceful with. All right, so we're nearing the end of the build. It's time to get our custom fans installed. They're LEDs, purple LEDs. So, Jahova, why did you go with the purple?
Well, basically, you know, I feel like everybody goes with the blues and the greens and the red. So I just wanted something different, and I thought purple kind of fits my style of humor. So
nice.
And I think it'll actually look pretty cool too. I like.
It does. We've done some builds with the purple here, and it does always look really unique and looks really nice. All right, we've come to the final piece of the project here, which is our glorious 980 Ti pair of graphics cards.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you do the honors here.
Oh God. All right, you're gonna have to guide me a little bit.
So yeah, it should be the middle, that middle slot, which you can kind of see.
This black one right here?
Exactly. Yeah, so we'll do that one first.
Okay. I basically didn't even do that. So
here, try the next one.
Yeah, I'll just do the second one. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, and this one underneath?
Do the top one.
Okay,
yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can do this one.
Just make sure it's flat on the back. There you go.
Why?
Good slide.
Why is there? Oh, there we go.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So we'll tidy up the cables a bit, but that is it.
Nice.
This thing is ready to rock. All right, so we've got everything plugged in. We have not tried to turn it on yet.
Cross our fingers.
Jahova?
It doesn't blow up.
Yeah. I will leave the honors to you.
All
You
right.
should be able to just hit the power button on the front. See this baby go. All right.
Nice. All right, guys, we are here with the final product, and as you can see, it looks amazing. The purple and the green, they work so well together. I'm really tempted to see if I can find somebody to customize that glass and get like a Joker face put on it.
That'd be cool.
Didn't even think about that until we turned it on and I saw the colors, and then that was like the Joker. But yeah, I want to thank Corsair for bringing me out here and building this with me. I think it's gonna do more than enough for what I need this holiday season with all the new games.
Nice.
I'm really excited. If you guys want to try to win one of these, there will be a link in the description. You can find out all the information about how to enter. And yeah, somebody's gonna go home with this exact same computer, so that's pretty awesome. And also, you guys have a YouTube channel too.
Oh yeah.
And if you guys want to see other Corsair builds, and I'm sure there's all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, if you're interested in any of this stuff you saw here, check out our channel and you get a lot more information.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.